Hello everybody, this is Kiereek here, and today we got another review and release. This is a review for Darksiders. Now, what is Darksiders, you might ask? It is a third person, it's an adventure platformer type of game, but it's got hack and slash combat, and it kind of reminds me of a little bit of a less intense Devil May Cry, if you're familiar with that series. Basically, you're fighting to save the Earth from, well, it's basically Satan, and you want to gain your power as well to the former horsemen of the apocalypse that you were. Now, the pros of this game, it'll keep you busy a long time. It's a pretty long game. You spend a lot of the time, walking from place to place, bashing up enemies, collecting keys, using them to unlock doors, and the chain kind of continues like that, fighting mini bosses for items. It's not that unlike a Legend of Zelda dungeon. You find a chest. Inside the chest is the thing you need to unlock the next part. You use that tool to unlock the next part, and so on and so forth. And it's kind of got a good feel to it in that way. I think they did a good job with that. Now, there's lots of stuff to collect. You'll find plenty of health pickups, like you increase your maximum health, increase your maximum rage, lots of souls to find, lots of things to break. It's a nice break. Like, you don't need to do it all, but it definitely makes you stronger, and it's worth the time doing it if you come across them. I'm not much of a collector, but I appreciate them taking the effort to put that kind of stuff in there. Now, the visuals are pretty nice. It's not graphically amazing or anything. It is a bit of an older game at this point, but they fit what the game should be. You know what I mean? It's got a bit of a cartoony feel to it. It's kind of a cartoony game, even though I'd say the humor and the atmosphere is not cartoony. It fits properly. If you go for full realistic angels and devils and you don't hit that, it really suffers. So for these guys making Darksiders, I think they made the right call making it a little bit less realistic. Now, it provides a decent challenge. It's not super difficult. Like, I compared it earlier to Devil May Cry. It's not that difficult. But you do take a lot of damage if you get hit. You need to learn how to dodge. You need to learn how to manage your foes to keep them off you. They don't gangbang you. And there's some challenge in that, even for players who are used to games like Dark Souls and other stuff like that. I think you can find challenge here, especially if you crank the difficulty up. Now, for the cons, the upgrades that are provided to you, so you visit this one dude to trade him souls or upgrades. Now, I didn't find the upgrades very useful or even necessary. I bought like the scythe, I bought, a couple things that I was like, oh, that might be handy, but I didn't buy all the upgrades because a lot of them are just combos. Now, I'm not much of a combo gamer. I didn't really do too well in fighting games because, you need to memorize a lot of combos. I never did that well with Devil May Cry because it's the same thing. You memorize combos, Mortal Kombat fatalities because it's still a fighting game, but that's the kind of idea I'm thinking of here. And combo upgrades, I don't know, that doesn't seem worth it to me. I understand just gaining it because your character learns it, but why would you buy that? Now, I would have preferred a little bit more weapons instead. If I could have bought more weapons, that would have been sweet. I did enjoy the scythe. I enjoyed the giant shuriken thing. I even enjoyed the horn thing they give you early on. It's kind of fun just to blast enemies around. But upgrades for weapons, combos, stuff like that, I'm not a big fan of. Give me more weapons. The game sometimes does feel a little repetitive. I mean, the combat is hack and slash, and like I said, especially if you don't go for those combos, you'll be doing the same kind of attacks over and over and then dodging, right? You attack, you dodge. You attack a little bit, you dodge. And I found that super repetitive. I'm not a big fan of it. I didn't think the combat was... It's well tuned, but it's not that fun after a while. Now, because of that, it kind of feels like a grind at times. There can be a lot of enemies. You do travel a long ways, and you're not that fast. You're a big, brute. So it's going to take you a while to travel from place to place. I find that when you are true in those travels, it is a kind of grinding experience. I don't like grinds if I can avoid them. Finally, the acting, everybody kind of talks the same. I get that they're all like devils or angels or, kind of godly type creatures. So they're a little high on themselves, I guess, in general. But they all kind of have the same manner of speaking, and that was a little weird. I didn't quite understand what the call on that one was, but that's fine with me. For the score now, the gameplay, I give it a 2 out of 3. What they did there, it was tight, right? The dodging is there, the attack is there, the finishing moves, it all flows together really nice. And the platforming part is nice too. I actually can't fault it too much on that kind of gameplay. The only thing that takes away from it is the repetitiveness and the grindiness. For the addiction, unfortunately I gotta give it a 0.5 out of 2. I didn't find it very addicting. In fact, at the time of this review, I have put some hours into it, but I still haven't finished it. Like, I just put in a little bit here, a little bit there, but there have been games I started since starting this one, and I rushed through them because they were addicting. I enjoyed them. I'm not really enjoying this one as much. The addiction isn't there. Reliability, I'm at A problems. I'm going to give it a 1 out of 1. So far, it's ran perfectly. The atmosphere, this is where I feel they really did a good job. Like I said before, you see the lava coming up from the ground. You see the giant fights, the griffins fighting the demons in the sky, angels blasting down demons all around you, and that's a good feeling. It looks apocalyptic. It feels like the place has had better days, and now it's under the tyrannical reign of Satan. I really appreciate the atmosphere they put into this, so I got to give that a 2 out of 2. For the replay value, I'm not at the point where I could replay it yet, but so far I just haven't seen a reason to replay it. It's a long story, it takes a long time. It's not like I could quickly go through it, and I don't see anything that I would gain to go through it again. So for replay value, I gotta give it a 0.5 out of 2. That makes our total score a 6 out of 10. Not horrible, but not great. If you can get it as part of a bundle or a sale or something, and you really enjoy these kind of games, I recommend it. It's not a bad game. But don't go pay full price for it, and don't bother, don't make this the game you must play in your life. If you get it, great. If you don't miss out that much. Thanks for watching, guys. There should be a gameplay portion up as well. I got plenty of other videos. Please watch them. Check them out. But most of all, stay safe. I'll see you guys again soon. And in the meantime, you have a good time.